Welcome to Human Athlete. How are you? I hope you are well here. I hope you're well here. And I hope you're in a good environment that's supportive of you and the things you need to do and the things you need to accomplish. I hope you're getting all that support, and I hope the people in that environment are there supporting you as well. Happy Friday. We've got more people that moved into the community. This is craziness. Welcome to Human Athletes. I'm glad you're here. As I say often, I am incredibly appreciative because the most valuable stuff you can give me is your time. Our time is the most valuable. And so we'll exchange that invaluable commodity together and pass on some information, and hopefully it'll be new to you. And if you've heard it before, then I hope it's a great reminder. Last weekend, craziness across the world of sports, like so many things. And again, this weekend, we're on the cusp of that as well, right? So welcome, everybody. We've talked about the framework for getting your athlete, student, child into sports and what that framework is, right? Long-term athletic development. So there's a couple other things, and this is basically the last component to it. We have long-term athletic development, which we've discussed in previous videos. We have the 40 developmental assets, external, internal, that we went over. Again, all available to read and download on Google Scholar. We have talked about long-term athletic development and the framework for getting youth involved in sports. Instead of just, hey, my neighbor's putting her kid in karate, I think I'm going to do that too and follow the crowd. You have now the framework for long-term athletic development, the 40 developmental external and internal assets that are involved that can be developed, and the 5 C's, the 5 core principles of positive youth development. There's competence, which, right, you build the competence and the knowledge base of what you need to do in the sport you like, hopefully. And, how do you pass? How do you kick? How do you, what stroke is, how do you perform your stroke in swimming, tennis, whatever that sport is. And you begin to build that competence. Right? Also, you're building motor skills for the first time, making those neurological connections between the brain and the muscles. Competence is a lot, and it definitely takes a long time, autonomously. Confidence, that's what comes out of the competence. It's, as time goes along, right? That competence, building and leading to the confidence that you're learning, your motor skills are developing, how to perform certain things in your sport that you need to perform to do them some right way. Confidence is great. The connection, right? The competence to the confidence, that builds the connection, the enjoyment of the sport that they're involved in, the enjoyment of being around their teammates, their coaches, stakeholders, right? Even for guardians and parents, being involved in seeing that, building those connections within the entire environment. That's awesome. Character, right? The morals and the values. We talk about life skills. They don't drop out of the sky into our kids' laps. We have to explicitly discuss and weave into what we're doing these life skills. And again, appropriate at each level, right? You want to speak to your audience. You don't want to talk to a bunch of 6-year-olds like they're collegiate athletes. Doesn't work. And then the caring and compassion piece, right? We see that all the time on every level of sports, donating time to various outlets, to various organizations, listening to people tell their personal stories, their hardships, having compassion for what people have been through, your teammates, people in your community, coaches, guardians, parents, right? All of these things These 5 core principles of positive youth development are the core principles to build holistic, dynamic, healthy, and well athletes. So your framework is now complete. Why do you want your son or daughter in sports? Long-term athletic development, 40 developmental assets, external and internal, and the 5 core principles, the 5 C's of positive youth development. Coaches, if you're interested in being transformative, these are the things you need to implement, right? If you look at whatever coach you idolize, and I've used Coach Saban for this at the collegiate level, right? I mean, he talks a lot about how when he learned these things, it simply stated it blew his mind. He didn't realize all the things that he had done wrong to his players that he could have done so absolutely better through this transformative coaching, right? And guardians and parents, this is your framework. All of it on Google Scholar. Just go into Google, type in Google Scholar, hit enter. You'll see it. Jump into Google Scholar, put in long-term athletic development, 40 developmental assets, the 5 C's or 5 core principles of positive youth development, and you'll get all the information there, right? I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm so thrilled you're here. Thank you for more follows. It doesn't go without acknowledgement. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you giving your time here to Human Athlete. I want to give a quick shout out to all my athletes, everybody. Great luck this weekend. I hope that you accomplish all the things that you want to accomplish. Listen, at different levels, winning means different things, and so great luck to everybody. Quick shout out with all my other guys. My guys over at Iowa, I forgot to mention you. That's my bad. You know who you are. Have a great weekend. Human Athlete. You cannot be one. You must. You must be both.
Andrea, everybody wants this.